Top Games of 2017 by Games for Gamers Perspective. I've decided to do my personal list of games for 2017. I think the best game thing is a little bit overdone, so instead of doing a best games for gamers, I will do a check this game when it's on sale next year, gamers. I will mention games released this year in order to bring some hope into the past gaming industry to show you that there are some games out there which are still amazing and worth spending money on. It's not just that they are good, they're a fair deal. Remember, this is not a from worst to best kind of list, so every single game mentioned here is good. Persona 5, one of the best turn-based JRPGs I've ever played. It is good to see that there are some companies out there who still wish to keep the old school formula, and this game is a great example of it. It's not only that the genre has survived in 2017, but it demonstrates that single-player games are still amazing to play nowadays, with lots of work on every aspect of the game, mechanics, artwork, story. Everything is quite great here, little flaws. If you are into JRPGs, you will certainly love this. Agents of Mayhem. This game may not look huge for not being a AAA title, but I think every gamer with a sense of humor should play it. After Saints Row 4, I thought the company was becoming quite lazy in terms of renovation, but they released this game to prove me wrong. It has the essence of their action games, crazy, ruthless, and with tons of humor. For a good price, it's a nice third-person shooter to crack a couple laughs to then scream, "Hell yeah!" when killing the baddies. Resident Evil 7. Going back to the origins is always hard, and I am not a great connoisseur of the saga of games. I was more of a Dino Crisis kid. However, in terms of horror, it is better than many other games. It has some action going on, but it's quite horror-based, which is cool after seeing the year we've been in, where nothing seems to be scary anymore. Middleearth Shadows of War. A great action game which might look unoriginal due to its resemblance to other modern action games, because this is a thing now. But it has some unique features that make this game amazing. Loot boxes aside, the Nemesis system is one of the best things I've ever seen in an open world game, so you should definitely give this a try. Dragon Quest Heroes 2, one of the best hack and slash games this year. I was getting a little bit tired of all the expansions for some of the games this company has, so this was some fresh air for me. It's similar to the first one, but it adds new characters and some new mechanics. For this type of game, I would either recommend this one or the one about the anime Berserk. Yakuza Zero, an amazing brawler with a typical Yakuza story. I've been familiar with this saga for a while now, but they always deliver. I see little innovation, but still, loads of fun and crazy Japanese style everywhere. Dungeons 3. Strategy games didn't have a big time this year, and it is a genre that is slowly moving towards the early access style of business. Still, this one is quite complete. Base building, minion hiring, and rival destruction. Cuphead. Yeah, it's hard and beautiful. Old school gaming coming back, reminding us that we don't always need deep stories or 300 side missions to enjoy a game. Definitely something you should at least try and scream at someday. Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, similar to the previous game but with more content and variety. As a detective game, I would either recommend this one or Danganronpa V3 depending on the type of story you are into. Divinity Original Sin 2. If you're into old school isometric RPGs, this is a must for you. It's one of the most complete RPGs out there, and if you are one of those people who love to spend hours in every single detail of a game, you are going to love it. There are some games which are also worth mentioning, but I don't think they should be on the list for different reasons. They're either incomplete, I haven't played them, or they bring too little new content to the table. Also bear in mind I cannot make a huge list, so I'd rather mention them. Blood Bowl 2, Endless Space 2, Haven Colony, Atelier Firis, Planet Coaster, Dawn of War 3, Warhammer Total War 2, Spellforce 3. I'm aware I'm leaving behind quite a number of big titles for the platforms like Zelda Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey, as well as some games in the platforms I play in. However, I think this is a good list in order to see what was a great offering from 2017. Just some personal recommendations for you guys. I think it hasn't been a brilliant year for gaming, but all the games mentioned are worth playing. I've tried to give you a different options depending on the type of game you're most into. I crave for an amazing 2018 for us all. I hope you will find this list useful. I will also make a video soon giving you the worst games the industry has offered us, so please stay tuned and see you next time.